y'all doing? Rashad the Great back with another video. This is day 5 of 75 hard. Today's message will be about again part 2 of what your weakness is. And what I was trying to convey yesterday is that I was trying to let y'all know that you gotta see whatever your weakness is. What is your weakness? What is the thing that's gonna push the needle in your life? Like, your money might be great, you might be out of debt, but do you see your abs? Do you have abs? If you don't have abs, you most likely, everybody has abs biologically, physiology, that's what I mean. But if you can't see them, then you might be too obese, you might be too overweight. So you might write some of this stuff down. If you ain't making 6 figures, 7 figures, your finances might not be where you want them to be. If you're not debt free, your finances shouldn't be where you want them to be. You know, whatever area of life is. If you haven't spoken to your kids in months and weeks, your relationship with your kids might not be where you want to be. So wherever, it's a lot of areas that I'm winning in more than the average person, and I'm still not where I want to be because I got big goals and big dreams for my life. And that's how I am who I am today. That's what qualifies me to make these videos, because I'm doing a lot better than most people. I just finished leaving the gym, every day. Now, most people are not in the gym every day, but they are getting some type of physical activity every day. But whatever it is in your life. And for me, I realized one thing I didn't do to prepare me for marriage. I'm not married, but one thing I haven't done yet to prepare me for marriage that I'm doing now, that I started a couple days ago, is I'm doing a woman fast. I'm doing a woman fast. So not talking to any woman that I see. Now, if we're friends, if we acquaintances, if it's not on a relationship tip or dating tip, then that's fine. Your family, your friends, your loved ones, not saying like that. You gotta make it plain, because some people be extra special and not in a good way. So that's what I'm gonna be on from March 19th to April 19th, because I remember I was dating this girl. We were on a date. This was like maybe 6 years ago, and 6 or 5 years ago, around the pandemic era. And she said, I know you've been single for a minute, but she said, what? How long have you ever not tried? And see, y'all gotta realize, the people don't know about me is I really wanted to be like Mike, for real. I wanted to be Michael Jordan. Like, y'all don't understand. I wanted to go to the NBA. I played basketball every single day. Probably 80% of my childhood was with a basketball in my hand. Like, for real. Like, y'all be playing with y'all goals and dreams. Nah, bruh. Y'all be dreaming of being a bride and dreaming of how many kids you're gonna have. Nah, bro. I was dreaming about going to the NBA. For real. Like, I didn't have a girlfriend until maybe 12th grade. Like, I was not focused on girls at all. So, that's why abstinence wasn't always the biggest challenge for me once I got locked in, because I never cared about sex like that. I never cared about, I didn't do something so I can get something from a girl. Like, that's the wackest thing for me. Like, that's lame. It's fake. I never wanted to be fake. So for me, my thing is, one thing that I'm going to do to become better for marriage is just don't talk to any woman. Don't date any woman. And I know I'm not even on social media this whole year. I'm on no apps, unless you count YouTube. But I'm on no social media, no dating apps this whole year. And I've been that way since like January 4th. I believe that Sunday is January 4th. Something like that. But yeah, that's the move the whole year. I've been off that. You feel me? So Probably gonna, and then I haven't been on social media. This June or July, I want to say this July will mark 3 years of me not being on IG, because I don't really have too much stuff. I got IG, LinkedIn, and YouTube. If you want to count social media, I don't have 1,000. I used to have a TikTok for a couple months, but I don't have all that. So what I'm trying to tell you is, whatever your number one weakness. Some of y'all got the bag, but you obese, you overweight. Like, what is your weakness? My weakness is that I was trying. So now I'm not gonna try. You said, how is trying your weakness? Because you could spend a lot of time, money, and energy on something that doesn't work out. And it doesn't mean that it's bad, because you're supposed to try. But what it means is you gotta divert your attention to what matters most. And my relationship with God, my relationship with my family matters the most. So I'm gonna spend all my time, not dating, not on social media, not on dating apps. I'm gonna spend all my time with my family and God. That's it for the year. And that's how I've really been all this year. I haven't been on a single date this year. I've been focused on becoming the best man that God has ever created, financially, mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally. I've been really trying to dig deep and becoming the greatest man that God has ever created. And with that being said, one thing I can step my game up in doing is that I can just don't even try with women anymore. Because the biggest energy waster, the biggest time waster, the biggest financial waster of my life has been women. I mean, I've had great women in my life, I've had terrible women in my life, but the biggest waste of time and the biggest waste of money, the biggest waste of energy, the biggest waste of resources, the biggest waste of emotions, has been with women. It just, you might have other worse investments, a car, a house, but that's not hasn't been the worst investment in my life. So yeah, I'm just taking it back, just doubling down on spending time with God, doubling down on my health, doubling down on my finances. Hey, y'all, I got a big announcement. I got 3 interviews, one on Monday, one on Tuesday, and one on Wednesday. God is doing his big one. I'm going to give him the honor, the glory, and the praise when it's due. God is doing this big one. I have 3 interviews next week. That's probably a record for me. I don't know when the last time I had 3 interviews in 1 week. Back to back to back. Back to back to back. Back to back to back. Yeah, 3 to 3. So anyways, man, I'm just telling y'all, work on your weakness, work on yourself, become a better man each and every day, a better woman each and every day, a better father, a better child, a better mother, a better parent each and every day. And God's got something for you. He does. He is a rewarder that diligently seek him. You got to believe that with all your heart. And so that's all I got to say today. This is day 5 of, like I said, of 75 hard. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on. And this is a great day that the Lord has made. I hope that you are having a great day. And yeah, man, shout out to great. Don't just make good decisions, make godly decisions so you can have a great life. Shout out to great. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm out.